And we can just dance the night away until we can no more. Shake all the hurt away so you can feel and forget who you used to be. For just tonight, could you just dance the night away?
Alright, there we go. We're gonna start the day. But in the, at least right now, the good news is, the small news, is that we're gonna get to play Subnautica 2 on the stream. Because, like I said, I wasn't gonna play the game. I wasn't gonna pay into it if the CEOs got their way. Unless something came out and we found that the original craft, the CEOs that were the... It's Unknown Worlds, right? That's the crew, right?
I don't know.
I think it's Unknown Worlds. I was trying to remember what the other party's group was called. If Unworld had been found out to be breaking the law, then I might have changed my mind depending on the severity. But seeing as how there is no evidence of that, or if there is evidence of it, it's very minute enough that a judge was like, no, you're wrong, craft and pay up, then, But my point is, I didn't want to pay for a game if it was done in bad blood. But now I just know that Crafton was doing... what's the word I'm thinking of? We're not upholding their legal obligations. There we go. That's what I was looking for. What you got me? Oh, you got paper? I don't need the paper. I will see you around. Goodbye, my man. Oh, hello, my dear. She's so pretty. She's got the white looks really good with the pink. Can't light my oven. I can't light my oven over... Because I lost... I can't light my oven because I lost my flint. Do you have something I could use to start fires instead? I need a potion with multiple effects. Okay. Where is it? How do you like explosions? Yeah, she likes it. Granted, she probably liked it if it had more fire to it, but it is flashy. Imagine if you're going to a giant tea party and being like, here, I light the fire. Kaboosh! It just explodes everywhere. I need a potion that will help me quickly and reliably light a fire while on a campaign. At least campaign. Yeah, you want this. You want the liquid fire. But yeah, I'm glad that we did get all the information. I'm glad a judge decided to, for everything. I was not really in Crafton's camp because it just seems too far-fetched for a small group to bork money, right? If you could, if you get paid $1 million to do anything, even if you only get a portion of that million, right? Even if there's 30 people involved, I don't know how many people are on Unknown World, but that's a lot of money to have outright in the pocket, or even over a period of a year. Because some companies will pay a little bit into your paycheck so that they don't, render themselves a problem. So, sorry, I'm drinking some water. But that's still a really big thing. So the CEOs of or the leading devs of Unknown World. Sorry, I'm getting my titles mixed up. They, I just didn't see them, abandoning their tasks. But also, the lead devs or the lead developers of it probably didn't have a lot to do anyways. Because, normally with companies and groups, there is the boss figure who doesn't do a lot of hard labor, per se. They don't do hard coding or go into the model making aspect of it, because that's someone else's job. And they do other things involving marketing, how they're going to advertise it, getting people to back it, be like that, and just generally micromanaging teams. That doesn't necessarily mean that all bosses are like that, and maybe Unworld's bosses are much more hands-on, which is great if they are. But normally a boss or a lead person just keeps everybody wrangled. They just are meant to keep the cats from going everywhere, to escape, right? So, as that kind of thing. And like I said, I don't know. Maybe the Unworld leads were actually doing various models and sounds and things, and if that's the case, that's cool, man. That's awesome. But so Crafton having the whole they just abandoned their tasks just didn't sit well with me, because that seems stupid. That is a very stupid thing if you were being offered millions of dollars, because at that point you could just call it in. They could just be like, we're gonna put our 2 weeks notice in and call it, you know, and then go make our own games, you know? So to me, it was like, it didn't make sense to turn down that much money from doing a game that you guys loved. Because from what I could tell, you know, Unknown World really loves that game. Like, that was their baby. I want to be as quick as turtle, and yes, some turtles can be are known for their quickness. Okay, here you go. So, like, it seems kind of weird to be like that, to be like, oh yeah, this passionate artist gave up painting suddenly. Oh no, don't pay attention to the fact that we were gonna pay this artist $5,000 for this piece of work. You know, that seems weird. That doesn't make sense to me. I'm gonna go fight an acid slime. I need a potion that will help me keep my armor and weapons from dissolving. Oil, I want this potion. I need this potion to be used in this space. Only strong will work. I think that's all I use is oil. Okay. But yeah, it didn't seem to make sense at first, so I was already kind of on Unknown World's, like, case or side at the beginning, because it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any logical sense when it comes from a worker perspective, right? And, like, it's not like they were drawing it out, they were leaving updates, they were keeping the community involved. It wasn't like they were silent. I need some anti-venom in case of some kind of strange bug bites me. Okay, that's fair. You know, so it's not like there wasn't a quiet moment. Normally, we've had games before that did that, where they went quiet, and then they never finished them. Alchemist, I require some potion I could use when out hunting. Okay, do you want this? You like that? Okay. Do you want better sight? He does like the sight. I do need to make more speed, but we'll do that one. Like, okay, this isn't a good example of a good game, mind you, but Yonde Simulator, the one that was done by that guy was creepy, by the way, now. Like, some of the things that came out about him was like, ooh, that's creepy. But he had been updating relatively a lot when he was making the game first, and then he got quiet after some certain points. He wasn't updating as much things, wasn't talking to the community as much, and then progress slowed down. So that's why I said, to me, it didn't sit well with me, because that's not what was going on with Unknown Worlds. They were communicative, they were telling people, hey, we're thinking about this, or, you know, they were like, from what I think there was an article talking about it, I can't remember where I was reading it, where they were still very much giving updates and conversations, and they were letting the team know what they were doing. Like, they were very much like, we're getting this done, we got this done, we got this done, we need to work on this, you know, that kind of thing. You have a healing potion, right? I need to take one. I need to take one bottle just to have on hand in case I need it. I have a favorite ingredient. Add mushroom, at least a little. Okay, so I can make you one. He wants the healing one. But, like, you know, it's pretty obvious. Like I said, it's pretty. Like, they were talking, they were hanging out, they were speaking. It wasn't, you know. It wasn't like a quiet. So I also find that really weird. There we go. That that they were trying to start unusual things. I think you're the only one that wants mushrooms in your healing potion. Does it taste like mushrooms? Is that a thing? This kind of sounds nasty. Yeah, like, I like mushrooms, but I'm thinking of, like, the mushrooms that have been, like, boiled. You know, the soggy ones, not the ones that are on your pizza that are actually really nice. Hello, interesting in shrooms. Yes, please. That's what you got. It's actually okay. But, like, I think my nose is too small. Is there anything that can help me get bigger? A favorite ingredient, gold thorn, at least a little. I want a potion's main ingredient to be goblin shroom. I like the way it smells. I need a potion that's made with 2 ingredients, no more. I need your best potion. So you want me to do it with only these 2. And you need a... is there a way to make it bigger? So you want giant. Giant, I think Giz is our best bet right here. So she wants gold thorn and this one. How? And she wants it with only 2 ingredients. Wait, oh, she said, did she say it's too big? Yeah, no, she wants it big. I guess I'm gonna set this here. I'm wondering if I could. I'm trying to think, like, how would I get that to be a straight run? Do we need like a ton of it? I feel like I'm just gonna go down straight. It's just too small. And she wants only 2 ingredients in it, but this is like really far away. Hold up. Let me see about. I don't know if I could. Hold up. Maybe I can wind it up. Maybe I can go higher by going like around like this. No, it's just like around a circle. Like I can go straight down, but that's not gonna help. What is that noise? Do you hear that? I don't think I can do this. I'm not gonna try that because I think that's a bad idea. Now get out of my face. I'm going to fight an ogre and I need a potion that will make me equally as big. Do you use no more than 1 ingredient? Yep, I already got that done. Because I was thinking about that. None of those go in that direction. And it's not like I can use salts to turn it to make it work. So, yeah. I need to catch an evil sorcerer alive. First I catch him. But I also need a potion that will stop him from using magic. I only need. I need only one. Your strongest potion. I want a potion to be really green, plain and simple. Okay. Yeah. So you want that. So you want to try and trap him by not letting him use his magic. I see. Right. There you go, man. Be safe. I want, I would like a potion that increases libido if you have one. Yes, I do. Do I have one made? No. Well, I do. Actually, hold up. I forgot that. I thought it was the rage one because it's like slightly red. I told you, I look for colors more than I look for actual pictures. It's not a good thing. Not a good habit to have, obviously. Alright, you have a nice day, my dear. Do you sell a potion that can help with intimate affairs? I could use one. I don't like the potion in this that uses wine. It's a strange consistency. Okay. You want this? Okay, you like that? Or do you want this? You want that. Okay, so you can either make them charming so that they put the moves on, or you can make it to where you guys just fit, like are comfy. There you go. I tried to think of like having your personalities fit together, but I was like, that's not quite what I would think that does. I need a potion that improves my reflexes. I need a potion that has 1 ingredient. Okay. No more. 1 effect isn't enough for me. I need additional effects. Okay. So she wants. I'm probably gonna see if I can do. What's the word I'm looking for? Ice one. And this. I wonder if I could actually make a single recipeed dexterity one now. Since I have these ones growing now, I feel like I could. But yeah, like, so I'm glad about the lawsuit. I'm glad that everything has been managed, and everything, like, and they've looked at it, it went through the courts, everything was done. I don't wish ill will on either companies, but I do hope that they can learn from this and not, like, the crafting can learn from this specifically and not be a liar to their word in this thing. Because, like I said, that's just not a good business practice in general. You do not want to be the company that lies, especially when it comes to contractual obligations, you know? There we go. Alright. Oh, you... It is with only one ingredient, but oh, you want more effects than that? Okay. What other effect would there be? I don't know if I could get up there with the eye with this. I mean, I could try. I might give it a try. Maybe I can make it happen. I can still use that other one and sell it. For the purposes of, like... yeah. Sorry. I almost forgot to grab that. And then I was like, wait, hold up. The most important bit. And then I was like, oh, wait, I don't have to worry about it. Because I can just do that. There we go. Okay, there we go. She wanted one extra. I think we can actually get away with doing one thing. So once we're done selling these, I think we'll make a new tier of dexterity. I want my eyes like a falcon, so I can see everything from really far away. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I'm a little quiet and a little gabby at the same time. Trying to figure out, trying to think, and it takes a lot of brain power to think as to manage some of these, just a little bit. Okay. Hello, how are you? Are you remembering to water the plants in the garden instead of just interested in some seeds? Tell me some druidic wisdom. An apple can fall far from a tree if there's a sheer cliff by its side. Okay, so I like this one. That's a phrase because this one actually makes a lot of sense. The whole like, oh, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree really irritates me as a saying because yes, there are a lot of times people will fall into the same categories as the people who raised them, right? And they'll become the same people. But I have seen people who were like, my dad was an abusive person, or my mom was emotionally unavailable, and they became the most emotional available person. or the most kind person you know, because they saw how the world around them was not normal, because they saw other people be like, hey, their mom is there, why is my mom not paying attention? You know, they saw with their own two eyes that this is not the life that they want or is good for them, and they recognized it. Granted, it was through lots of sheer pain and suffering, but because they had to endure that, but they learned that, and instead of like sinking to that level, they changed that. They turned away from that. My parents were like that. There's a lot of things that they got away with as kids because they broke rules and things. And in my family, my parents specifically tried to curb this. They didn't want us to lie to them. They didn't want us to hide from them. Okay. I had a classmate one time ask us, we were talking this conversation, they're like, have you ever snuck in through a window? Or snuck out of a window to get out, you know, to go out and party in the night? Because they were asking me, and I was like, does it count that I climbed in through a window to get inside? Does that count as sneaking out? They're like, no. I'm like, then no. The only time I ever snuck out or like tried to sneak into a house was the few times that my sister and I forgot our keys, and we found windows that we knew wouldn't lock very well, and because we have all the other windows locked, but we would climb the windows. I remember a few times where my sister has grabbed my boot and then shoved me through a window. Like, we did it through the kitchen window, we did it through my bedroom window, which was really painful because I remember that one vividly, because she managed to get me up there, and then I had all my crap on top of my dresser, and because it was tall, it was to the window itself, so it was a really high window, right? It was one of those privacy windows. So my shelf was really tall, and so I would I when I climbed through the window, all of my stuff fell off onto the floor. Nothing broke, but it made lots of noise, and I fell off that shelf onto it, side and butt first, back first, because it was awful. I hurt myself doing that, but I got in. My sister's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm fine," because they shoved really hard to get me up there because it was a high window, and let's be real, I was big, so we didn't want to be playing Russian roulette with it. So it wasn't like they shoved me up there to be me, and it was get up there quickly, and then I went in and I just went all ham in. I'm like, okay, it's fine. We'll deal with this later. So, and then going to the kitchen sink, I've done it so many times. I went to the kitchen sink one time, through the kitchen window, and the kitchen window was where the sink was. I remember going in it one time with dirty dishes in it, and that's always sucks. Because it was stacked from the previous day, and it and I went over it. I was trying to make sure not to cut myself on glass and the knives in there. Normally we kept the knives in the sink at the bottom. We do it just to prevent people from cutting themselves when they had their hands in there. But when you're in the sink window, you had this other realization: if my hand slips in here, we are in trouble. So, anyways. But my parents, I never snuck out of the house because I never had the need to. I knew it was outside. There are dangerous people outside. There is, countless... Do I have this as a seed? I don't think I have this as a seed. You have new seeds. Ooh! Because I don't think I'm growing this. I am not. I need those seeds. What's this? The cold seed! Oh my gosh, we finally found it. He's finally, selling it to me. Ooh. Give me. I want all of it. Okay, I don't... Okay, we need... I think we need more of this. I don't remember how much. We'll take that one. We'll take that. That, obviously. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna buy them all out. That's all to it. Yeah, I don't think we have enough of that. I can't see where it's at. There's so many in here. That one looks similar. Okay. I know we have at least one of these, but I need more. Okay, cool. We're gonna buy out his whole stock today. He decided to bring me in all kinds of pretty goodies. This is great. I don't care. Worth every bit of it. We finally get seeds. Last time we did on the easier route, I didn't grow cold. I think I grew this at some point. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't remember this one. I don't remember the thing being that way. I'm just curious to see. I want to see if his money increased. It did. I don't think I've actually grew this, or if I did, maybe I did. I thought I grew it and replaced stuff, but we definitely didn't get the Coldleaf, which is great. I'm so excited about that. I wonder how where the Coldleaf's gonna be planted. This is ground. Okay. Ooh, this is gonna be so nice. Okay, let me see here. How are we doing? Okay, we're good on these. I can pick these up, I think. Give me this. I want to grow some of these cold leaves because I want to see what they look like. I don't need to grow all of them. I just need to grow some of them. Okay, we're gonna grow one. Oh, look at that! They just made these little tiny things. I don't remember, like I said, I don't remember seeing the seed. That's pretty awesome. Okay, we're gonna leave those there like that. We have 5 minutes for this video, so I might make another potion or look into starting one. Enlargement. I think there's only one one that we have that has both enlargement and voodoo together. I'm pretty sure it's only on the wind page. Yeah. So it's on the wind page, which means we have to start here and go around. So we need voodoo, fear, necromancy. Okay. Have we found voodoo on this one yet? I think we have. Yeah, it's here. Okay. So I think we should start up here at fear and go all the way down to enlarging and go to here to voodoo, then head or we could start at necromancy. Actually, you know what? We could start at necromancy and go around and hit charm or hit rage on the way up. Yeah, and make a big loop. Because I feel like getting over here is going to be a hard part, because once you get up to this section here, it's a long spine drop. And I also think it's easier to get up this way. Yeah, let's do that. Let's start with necromancy and go up. We should be able to get our way in. It's also just easier to get into necromancy. Question is, do I want to do a fresh thing for necromancy? Because I can just go straight down. Because that one, I don't know. I might. I could. Let's see. We'll do that. We'll see about going down and see what we can do. Because I think we can get down there with 2 different mushrooms. Because I think we can get down there with this. And yeah. This. I don't know. Don't fight now. They're fighting over food. Typical birds. Typical birds. I don't know. I gotta be careful. There is 2 bones there at one point, and they did not, like, get along. Could do a weird mushroom. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I have corpse mushroom as well. Do you think maybe the corpse mushroom could be used quite a bit in this area? I didn't even think about it. That would be kind of cool. But I wonder if getting him in there might work. It looks good. Alright, there we go. Cool, cool, cool. Now, we have this one. Because last time we didn't have this mushroom either, I don't think. I mean, we probably did, but I don't really remember. See, and now it looks so much... It flew so much better around. Now we don't have to use like 3 mushrooms to get around 1 bin. You just use the 1. Alright, and let's see about going down a little bit. I'm trying to see where I have a soft angled one. That one's up. That one could work. I would have liked a softer one, though. I would like a little bit of a softer descent. That one might work, but I think that we're just gonna have to do with the poison. I mean, we did it with the poison last time, so it's not that big of a deal. There we go. It looks so much nicer now. Look how few mushrooms we're using compared to before. Still, it's, you know, a lot, but it's not that bad. Alright, let me see here. You get this? Yeah. Maybe? I'm trying to, like, time it in my brain. Yeah. I wanted to give myself a little bit of leeway without overdoing it, but I also didn't want to give, like, too much. Okay, just a little bit. There's the necromancy. Alright, and then we gotta go back out. Let me see. Yeah, let's just do this. I want to avoid the wall and just kind of curve around a little bit. Okay, I think we can also get out of this using this, because we can just kind of swirl, go up the ladder a little bit. Okay, do we have a mushroom that we can use? There we go. There we go, and we'll go up like this. We'll go through that portal, teleport us down, and then out. Ah, dang it, I was a little worried about that. Alright, well, we'll give that a try another time, because I am out of time. We're going to use these 2 points real quick before I forget. We're going to use it towards probably bulk real quick, because we've got one more until we can get bulk. Alright, now we're switch games. We're going to, sorry, I rolled the screen in it, or I scrolled in it, rewinded it all so quickly. Anyways, we're going to do Slay the Spire next, and then it's Oaken and Six-Sided Oracle and Guild Wars 2. I'm going to skip Guild Wars 1 today, just because I happen to be a little tired.
And we can just dance the night away until we can no more. Shake all the hurt away. So you